they have to demonstrate which concrete parts of the Catholic faith the Society of Pius X is rejecting. I don't know. They do not reject nothing from the deposit of faith, and this is necessary to be a Catholic, to make the profession of faith as all the saints did, and they do the so-called Tridentine profession of faith. The Society of Pius X are doing this. It is the same profession of faith which did all the fathers of the Second Vatican Council. So, and when we do this, we are Catholics. And so we have not to establish new items to be a Catholic, as these, you mentioned, these authors are doing. I repeat, the Church asked concrete points to be a Catholic, this in the profession of faith, the Tridentine Vatican so-called profession of faith, which was valid until 1967, until 2 years after the council. And so all the generations, since you are professing this, you are Catholic, and this is doing the Society of Pius X. And so the other question is the issue of the ordination of a bishop without the approval or the permission of a pope. This concrete item is not a concrete item of the deposit of faith, because it's what is deposit of faith that ordained bishop to be a Catholic must recognize the doctrine of faith, the dogma about the primacy of the Pope, the infallibility, and all the dogmas. And these they are doing, the bishops of the Society of Pius. They are professing all the dogmas concerning the papacy. And then the second condition to be a Catholic bishop is to mention the Pope in the Holy Mass. This is the most concrete expression of the communion, hierarchical communion with the Pope. And this did all the bishops of all the times in the, let us say, in the first millennium. It is a long time. This was the method. They were elected and ordained without the participation of the Pope, the majority of the bishops in the ancient church. But after their ordination, they expressed their communion with the Pope in different ways, by a letter sending to the Pope, and the Pope answered them that he recognizes them by mentioning him in the Holy Mass. And this was sufficient. And the Church could not go 1,000 years in an error with this concrete method of how a bishop expresses his canonical union with the Pope. In the Middle Ages, in the second millennium, was developed a kind of extreme papal centrism, exaggerated centrism in Rome. So the Pope wanted to control all ever more, and now we have, and after the First Vatican Council, this Roman centralism was extended ever more, and now with Pope Francis we have the peak of this, the culmination of this, to my opinion, non-healthy papal centralism. So we have to, again, to be very, to have a serene look and view of the entire 2,000 years, how the Church lived and the bishops expressed their union with the Pope. And so, and therefore, these arguments of these are basically not valid.